There's the lens. It's the Filmsharks podcast. It's me, Tyler, and with me is the Winter Soldier. He's back. Show me your arm.
My arm's still broken,
but still looks awesome. Hey, we're here to talk about movies and TV shows and games and controversy. Yeah, so there you go. We're just gonna talk some news, some crazy stuff in the world of leaks and
then we get canceled for talking about controversy.
That's true. Well, we're not going to show anything.
Welcome to the
Filmsharks
podcast. Canceled.
Well, hopefully not. We'll see. And if we are, just
who even cares?
We'll just come back up in another form. You can't keep us down.
Vlogs.
Yeah, they take
beauty
vlogs. Beauty vlogs?
Yeah, we'll start doing makeup.
Subliminal messaging in there.
Yeah.
We do our fingernails and we have don't trust, whatever, I don't know, X. Or do the flashes of words really fast.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway.
Like a horror movie?
Yeah, well, I just mean to subliminally, is that right?
Subliminal messaging.
To secretly fill in, you can do some of those if you want, if I say somebody if I say Pete Davidson, you can do a flash of a piece of poop,
Do it.
No, you do it. You're editing. I can't do it.
Pete Davidson.
Forget it. We've gone off on a tangent already. This is supposed to be shorter. Whatever. We're going to talk some quick news, which is just kind of little things that we always do that anyway, where I just kind of throw out a bit of news. And then it's like a rainbow. Can you add a rainbow?
I'll try. Tell me what's in the news because I don't know.
That's a good question. Oh my gosh. You gonna keep that in there? Or?
I'm drinking Baja Blast.
Baja Blast. Okay, where were we? We talk about that. Yeah. Watch the old Spy vs. Spy cartoons from the Mad.
Yes.
They're little mice looking guys.
Yes.
With pointy nose. Apparently they're making a movie of that.
Pointy spies.
So the Academy,
Mm-hmm.
the Academy of Motion Pictures, they're gonna allow Netflix movies that forego that theatrical run. You know how? So to be eligible for the Academy Awards,
come out this year.
Basically, how you have to be eligible for the Academy Awards is that your movie has to be playing for a certain amount of time. It has to be going through certain theaters. Certain amount of theaters it has to be in for it to be even eligible for you to have.
Yeah.
Whatever. So they're foregoing that.
Nice move, old people.
Yeah, good job, I guess. It makes sense for the 2021 Oscars.
They won't trip and fall and can't get up going to the theater now because they're old and that meme.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yes. Did you see the Space Jam logo?
It looks the same.
It's a Space Jam, and the A stretches all the way up. Space Jam. LeBron James. Space Jam, A New Legacy.
LeBron James.
Who cares?
I don't know.
Who cares about
I don't
that
know.
movie?
I don't even have that much fond memories of the first Space Jam, really. I mean, it's all right.
I got a question. Does anyone actually like the first Space Jam? Or is it just something that you watched as a kid and you're like, oh my gosh, nostalgia?
It's all right.
Because I don't like Space Jam. I like the Looney Tunes Back in Action movie way more with Brendan Fraser. Yeah. Cheers.
Why are we doing this?
Cheers.
Okay.
What else we got?
Did you hear about this whole controversy of it's AMC? Oh, here it is. AMC and Regal Cinemas are going to ban movies that fail to respect the windows, and what it means by the windows is the amount of time that they have their movies in the theaters. So basically, Universal was like, well, since the pandemic's here, we're just going to release the Trolls World Tour show right to VOD, kind of like breaking their thing or whatever, their contract. I don't know if it's technically a contract, but it's like an agreement. I don't know how binding it is. Anyway, so now, once things get back to normal, AMC's like, no Universal movies are being played in our theaters. So basically, it's beginning today, AMC Theaters has decided to ban all future Universal films from their theaters. They said it is disappointing to us but Jeff's comments. Wait, actually, maybe we should read the other things. Oh, Universal. Let me read the Universal message
Go
first.
ahead.
A few moments later.
Like the theaters, but are disappointed by this seemingly coordinated attempt from AMC and NATO. To confuse our position and our actions. Anyway, so they're like, hey, that's why they're getting rid of it. So they're like, we can put them out wherever we want. We can put them out. Having a good time? What? You look sad.
I'm so confused.
Why are you confused about?
It's just a very confusing thing. What else we got?
You want to talk about Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Valhalla?
What?
The trailer. Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Valhalla.
The best video game trailer I've probably seen in a long time. It's a good trailer.
I'm trying to think of other
Visually.
video game trailers that are really good.
I don't know, man. This one
This
knocked
is
it
pretty
out of
good.
the
I mean,
park.
they're usually
Assassin's
pretty good.
Creed. You kill it with your trailers, but your games?
I didn't even play the last 3.
Me neither.
Or
I
something.
stopped a long time ago.
I think the last one I played through all the way was Black Flag, which is pretty good. But anyway, talk about
Assassin's
Valhalla.
Creed looks cool.
Or at least the trailer.
Looks
So the trailer
cool.
came out. They gave the little
Just from like a CGI
A.
like a CGI cutscene or CGI trailer, this is like top notch. It was bloody, gory, and the fight scenes were insane.
Anyway, this one's kind of like Black Flag at all, where you get to sail around also and still do all that stuff.
yeah.
I like that idea, but it's kind of been done, so
Do you think they're
don't
doing
know what else to do.
Viking now that because God of War got Game of the Year?
that's what I was wondering. It felt pretty God of War-ish,
Yeah.
some parts of it.
So
Okay. What am I? Okay, Hercules.
boring. Wait,
Hercules movie. Disney. Hercules movie, live action, is going to be produced by the Russo brothers. Yes. Who do you want to direct?
what? Direct Hercules?
Yeah. John Favreau. I feel like that's the safe choice at this point.
What's a safe choice? Yeah.
John Favreau.
Who's directed a lot of Disney movies and can get away with it?
John Favreau. Yeah.
I want something new.
I
I
don't
want
a
Mel
woman.
Gibson.
Okay. I can't see him doing that. I don't care. I don't care who it is as long as he's a good
As long as it's
director.
not a woman.
That's not what we are saying.
I'd rather have a racist man do it. Mel Gibson.
Sexist man.
A sexist, racist man.
Sexist, racist man. Well, not Mel
No
Gibson.
women. Just Mel Gibson. No.
Will he play
Mel
Hercules?
Gibson. Yes.
It'll be like Braveheart. I'd like to see him in the little toga.
as the woman.
As the what is happening?
Mel Gibson singing as the woman.
I was not saying that.
That's what I was.
Is he playing Meg now?
Yes. Meg Gibson.
Get out of here. This is
Nah.
this is worse than me trying to explain the Universal
I don't-
AMC thing.
I don't know. John Favreau, he's the safe one. He'll make a movie that's safe and people will go see and make a lot of money.
But I do have a criteria for this movie.
Okay.
Danny DeVito must still play Philoctetes.
He's
Like perfect too. He looks like him.
You know that's
he looks
gonna
like a little
happen.
goat man. It's gotta be him.
That's
put a little
probably gonna
CGI.
happen.
Put the little CGI legs like they did on Mr. Tumnus in the Narnia movie. Who else would you cast?
What's that one guy that you said? Toby Jones.
Yeah, but he's not gruff enough. I don't feel like he doesn't.
Okay, let's make it
for slug of a heel.
Let's do something different. Let's make it Mel Gibson.
Well, no. Oh,
Let's just make everyone Mel Gibson and
He's
Hercules.
directing and he's playing
They're gonna
everybody.
do, what's that movie? That Eddie Murphy movie.
Nutty Professor.
He's gonna
He
Nutty
plays like all his
Professor
family.
it.
Oh my
Mel Gibson,
gosh.
Hercules.
Yeah, maybe not that.
Anyway, what's
Okay.
next?
This isn't really anything huge, but Sam Rockwell, and Ben Schwartz are going to lead an untitled comedy for Searchlight Pictures. So I'm
Untitled comedy, my favorite.
you say Sam Rockwell, and I say how high. So it's all good.
Okay. You say Sam Rockwell, I say how high.
Yeah, because he's. Does he smoke? You think he smokes? Think he's a marijuana guy? Think he's a drug guy? What do you think, man?
Is he what?
You think he's a drug guy? You think he smokes a little reefer, a little doobie? What do you think, man?
Is he thinking of doing? Let's find out.
This is a problem. No, you don't. Okay,
Google.
yeah, actually, this is important. Problem.
Yes, he does. Sam Rockwell smoked a little doobie.
I mean, where's this coming from? This is like Team Z or something, or like what?
It says, does Sam Rockwell smoke? And then it has a picture
I'm
of
sure
him
he smokes
smoking
sometimes.
weed. Sam Rockwell? More like how high?
This mic is really throwing me off.
Because he smokes doobie.
He smokes
the doobie. He
The reefer?
He smokes the rocks.
Doob?
Well, no, not crack cocaine. But
What? I mean,
he smokes,
you gotta look it up now.
Smokes Rockwell. You know that.
Oh, okay.
Smokes the doobie.
Let's talk about some controversies. These are the big ones. I feel like they're big.
I'm
it's like,
ready to get canceled.
well, we don't have to say the specific names.
Oh. That's boring.
Yeah, let's do Star Wars first. I guess we'll talk Star Wars.
We love Star Wars.
I do love Star Wars. So, obviously, Kathleen Kennedy's been hired, which is fine.
Obviously.
It's fine. Although I think you and I would agree, and a lot of other people would agree, that like some of her choices are not
so
in line
good.
with what we would have chosen ourselves, or anything that we would necessarily like all the time. And I just think she's a poor creative producer.
I miss
Okay.
George Lucas.
Maybe she's fine financially wise. She's fine being executive. She's fine being on the set, making sure
can-
people get where they go
she
or
can
get
the
paid.
money. She can put it over here, hire good people,
Yeah.
make a good movie. But when you get creative about it, be like,
Putting
get
a little
outta
too
here.
much of your own ideas, and I don't know. Anyway, Bob Iger, CEO of Disney, and Bob, the other guy who's like taking his spot for a little bit or something. You know what I'm
Bob
talking about?
Iger and Bob other guy.
Well, the Bobs.
The Bobs.
They replaced her. They didn't really replace her. They took away more of her creative stuff,
Good.
her creative input. So Kathleen Kennedy hires Leslie Headland. Do you know who Leslie Headland is?
No, I bet she's done a lot of good things.
Well, she's the main person behind The Russian Doll, the Netflix show. Did you ever watch that?
No.
Never seen it either. She's also apparently, she was the assistant for 6 years to Harvey Weinstein. Which is weird.
Sounds like a good person.
She also once gave an interview to EU in which her opening words were, "Leslie Headland loves Harvey Weinstein." So,
That
not
sounds
great.
like a good plan.
not
you know
that-
what? Let's get her in charge.
Yeah. So she hires her to write
Yes.
a new
Good thinking.
female-led Star Wars show for Disney Plus.
That's a good idea.
And apparently, so the controversy is it was leaked. Okay, so it didn't go through the
Yeah.
Bobs,
Bob's Galloway.
not because maybe they would have, can't been like, yeah, maybe not. So not very many people are happy with it, because I don't know how you work for Harvey Weinstein and not know what's going on, especially for 6 years as his secretary.
It sounds like a real.
It's very weird, is what I'm saying. So basically, she announces it too. Disney didn't announce it, so it's kind of like all of a sudden, Kathleen Kennedy hires her, but she announces it. Headland lady, and then they leak out this, all-female story. So basically, it was like, so no one can cancel it. The thought was Kathleen Kennedy allowed it to leak, or
the whole Deadpool situation.
Leslie Headland person, basically. Yeah, so it was a Deadpool situation where they leak it, and so now if they cancel it, they'll look like jerks who hate women. Because it's like, oh, it's an all-female cast, centric
It'd be
cast.
awesome.
Not all-female, but centric.
It'd be really
main
great
characters.
though.
Yeah, what?
They canceled that and fired Kathleen Kennedy.
Well,
I think that'd be cool.
And I think that's the idea. Supposedly, the Bobs are very upset with them kind of going over behind their backs, over their heads, whatever the analogy you want to use.
Can you just leave Star Wars alone? Go do your own thing.
Yeah,
just leave Star Wars alone, man. Please.
It's very strange.
We've been through a lot lately. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, and Leslie Headland has a lot of strange ideas, saying, I don't know, she thinks more white women should be in charge, specifically white women. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know what it is. Okay, I'm just saying, there's a lot of different things I'm not even going into. You can look it up.
I don't want to.
There's a bunch of videos that are doing a better job than I am right now discussing it. It's not that it's an all-female cast. It's that there's no story. First of all, it's just All female cast, so
Maybe
it's going to be good.
If you made
because
the-
progressive.
Yeah, make the story,
You know?
and if it needs a woman lead, then you do it.
I'm okay with a woman lead.
Me too. If the
Rogue
story
One.
needs it.
Rey, Leia, Ahsoka,
Ahsoka.
Padme.
Okay, Ahsoka. If they made a series about Ahsoka,
Yeah. I mean, maybe she'll be a Mandalorian.
but just don't make something for. If you have an agenda, don't borrow a property that has nothing to do with your agenda to prove a point. Leave that property alone. Go do your own thing. Just don't shove it down my throat, please.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, she's just very, very, like, aggressive, progressive, I'll
It's
call
annoying.
it. Because she's like, it's weird. Because then she deleted like over like hundreds of tweets or something all of a sudden. Anyway, who knows? Maybe Kathleen Kennedy will be fired. I don't know. Her contract ends in sometime next year, I think.
Her contract is.
I think so.
Get her out. Get Dave Filoni in.
And it's not even
Start
that.
some good stuff going.
I don't know. I just don't like it that it's all agenda driven rather than their first thought being, let's make a good TV show that doesn't have to have all this kind of like
Their first
politics
thought was
in it.
like, let's just make something very progressive and then
Yeah, right. Well, they're trying to push an
agenda.
An agenda is what everyone says. Push an agenda. It's like
I
whatever.
have no problem. Women power. That's cool.
Yeah.
Great. But don't shove it down my throat in Star Wars. You don't have to. That's
Anyway, but I don't know.
Controversy 1. Gone.
Get it out. I
Next.
don't know. We'll see what happens.
If we aren't canceled now, get ready. This one's really gonna cancel us.
Yeah. So did you see? So The Last of Us 2.
Cancel.
How did you like the first Last of Us?
Loved
The
it.
Last of Us. I thought it was great.
I
also enjoyed it
loved it.
a lot. So there was a leak over the weekend, or not this weekend, whatever it was. It's been a little bit. Who's the head of Naughty Dog right now? Can't think of his name. Well, anyway, some dude, some guy. Okay, kind of came in and took over. He kicked out
Naughty Dog.
Amy Hennig.
Yes.
Yeah, she's awesome. All the stuff that she touches is great.
Get her to do something.
So this guy kind of comes in and kind of shoves her out of Uncharted game, Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
So she was working on it, but they didn't like any of her ideas. So they wanted to do kind of the same idea, put some agendas in there, and force these certain things that she wasn't even planning to do. And they're like,
Nice.
which is funny because then he fires her
Nice.
to try and get some like weird social agenda. I don't know, social agenda. Like again, I'm not against doing these things.
I'm
It's just
against
got to do it the right way. Okay, fine.
I'm not.
I'm just saying, you do it at your own whatever.
Yes.
Fine. So anyway, so he's in charge. Apparently the working conditions there is not good. Everybody left because of coronavirus, obviously.
Nice.
And so they're like, from my understanding, they wanted to get their bonuses early
Yes.
because obviously they need money. They're not working.
Yes.
So blah, blah, blah. And this dude's like, no. So one of the disgruntled employees working on the video game released a bunch of stuff. All right. Released some of the plot lines, some of the images, different things. A lot of it's been taken down. You can't show any of it because Naughty Dog hired this outside company to go around hunting down anybody who's talking about it, basically. Anybody who's showing the images, getting copyright strikes and canceling, getting rid of their stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's been hitting a bunch of people. If you go look it up, Last of Us Part 2 leaked, you'll find tons of videos about everybody. People getting shut down, people talking about other people getting shut down, people like us are just talking about the whole situation. It's very strange, okay?
Nice.
And people are not only upset about that, but they're also upset about these weird story plot lines that are going on. Okay? You know generally what these are about?
Yeah.
I'll just go through them a little bit, okay? What
That's
I
fine.
know. Because it's hard to find them anymore.
Yeah.
And so, spoilers for if anyone doesn't want to know about The Last of Us Part 2 or doesn't care about this, then they can just stop and go watch the commentary.
Yes.
Whatever. Anyway, continuing on. So basically, supposedly what happens is, so Joel and Ellie, obviously they get away. She has the cure, but they didn't get. He shoots all the doctors and they get out and blah blah blah. So apparently in this community at the beginning of this game, right? Which is kind of what we see in the trailer a little bit.
Yes.
So one of the doctor's children that Joel kills finds out that he's the one who killed them, and she's part of this cult. I don't know. It's a transgender character. I don't know what it is. Male, female, whatever. It doesn't matter. I haven't.
Doesn't matter.
Maybe they'll say in the game. Who cares?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know why that specifically that.
Because
Here's another question. Why would they want to portray
a villain?
transgender person as a villain?
Don't know.
I have an idea about it, but we can talk about it. But it seems like a weird choice. Anyway, so she's part of this cult. I'm not actually sure which I'm supposed to say. I think it's well, anyway. I'm just gonna say she for lack of a better word. She, for lack of knowledge, I should say. She's part of this cult, so she, early in the game, kills Joel.
Yes.
Right away with like so for whatever reason, it's like a what is it? Golf club.
Yes.
Beats his brains out.
Yes.
Everybody's favorite character.
Yep.
At least one of half the favorite characters. The main character you play as in the first game.
Yes.
Who has a great backstory.
Well, that's what I was thinking. So I
And
thought
I was
they
like,
were doing that
first of all-
because in the trailer, I think they're obviously leaning more towards Ellie and stuff.
Yeah, which is okay.
That's fine.
My thought was, okay, fine, do that,
But
don't kill Joel off in the very. It's like kill him off at the end of the game. Okay,
That's how it should
fine,
be.
I can understand
pull
that.
Logan.
So do a transition, right? Mainly, first game is mainly him, a little bit of Ellie. Second game, half.
Yes.
Third game, all Ellie. Whatever you want. You know what I mean?
What? I got an idea.
I don't know.
What if a transgender kills Joel?
With a golf club. And so this person's getting revenge on Joel because she killed her father,
Yes.
the doctor.
Yes. Can I get like whatever they're smoking when they're writing this stuff?
And so
I need some of that.
I mean, you can kind of be like, okay, if you just kind of played it and were like, all right, it's a fun game, then like, whatever, kill Joel. But for me, I was like, that's the character most people identify with, male or female.
He's
you
my
identify
favorite.
with Joel.
It's my favorite.
I mean, maybe I identify with him more, but whatever. I don't care.
Spoiler.
That's
alert
not
for
really
the
an
first
issue
one.
for me.
Do you remember his daughter died?
Yeah, yeah.
I cried.
That's
at
the
that
whole
video
thing.
game. That's like the first video game I actually cried. I was like, dude.
Yeah, and so by the end of this game, Ellie kind of becomes his surrogate daughter.
Yes.
Right? I mean, the
And
first
that-
game.
yeah,
which
yeah.
is great. It's a beautiful thing. And so I think what they could have done with this one was him having to let her go and grow up and not be so protective of her again,
Like you do with the real.
like
daughter.
you would with a daughter. Because he's lost his daughter, and so he doesn't want to lose her, right? Which is why are you fake crying? Are you fake crying?
So like,
It's
that's
pretty.
what you do.
I don't know, but
No. Let's have a transgender kill him
early in the game,
at the beginning.
I
of
don't
the
think
game.
you even play as him at all,
No, you don't. I know you.
as far as I know.
They said you don't play as Joel.
Okay, he gets killed. Fine. Then there's some other weird stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's the part that makes.
Well, so
me-
then now this person whose name is Abby,
Yes.
who kills Joel.
Yes.
Abby kills Joel, and then she's like, "Now I got to kill Ellie." So she's after Ellie, right? So earlier in the game, earlier in the game, supposedly they find out that this cult's running around. So a group of them go out to meet them, or this cult group kills them, which has a character named Jesse.
Not a good guy though. Sorry.
No, he is a good guy.
Oh, he is.
Well, he's part of the group
Oh,
that
yeah,
Ellie
yeah,
and everybody's
yeah,
in. So he gets killed, and so he was in a relationship with this other girl whose name I can't remember. Anyway, she's pregnant with his child, okay? And so the idea is now they're but then Ellie and her have like a relationship
Yes.
somehow. I don't bisexual, I guess. I don't know. But so then they have some kind of. He dies. They find out he's dead. So then they're like, well, I'm gonna take. Ellie's like, I'm gonna take care of you or something or whatever. This is all what I've heard. Having a good time?
No, it's so depressing.
I don't know. I mean, maybe this is interesting podcasting stuff because I'm bad about.
No,
going
this
really
is
slow, but-
interesting. I'm just
Anyway.
depressed. It makes me
it
sad.
feels really slow to me, and I can't gauge on whether this is interesting or not. But
It's fine. Bro.
anyway,
It's fine.
so anyway, Abby's after them, gonna kill them, and there's like I don't even remember the dialogue. There's some weird dialogue that was released, like Abby's trying to kill them, and it's like a revenge thing. And then at the end of the game, you're supposed to. So the weird part is, instead of playing as half as Joel and half as Ellie, you're playing as half as Ellie, and then you're playing half as Abby, trying to hunt down Ellie. Did you hear about that part?
No.
Okay, so
That's
you're
the part I
playing
didn't
as
hear.
you're playing as Abby half the game to try and kill, and at the end of the game, you do kill her or something. You kill Ellie as Abby. So as far as I can read, and then I don't know what you're supposed to learn from that. Is what I don't understand. Maybe they changed it. Maybe this is like, I have no idea. Maybe this is wrong.
That sounds dumb.
Yeah, that's what made people upset about.
Sounds really dumb.
And so maybe the only way you could, it's so, I don't know, you're supposed to empathize with this Abby character who's the antagonist or something, maybe by playing her from her perspective. Like, oh, by the end of the game, you're supposed to be like, I understand, as you're like choking
yeah.
the life out of Ellie, the
Yeah.
character that you actually
Maybe
really liked
Ellie
from the first
was
movie.
a scumbag.
She was a jerk.
Yeah, maybe Joel should have been
I'm glad Joel was brained with a golf club.
brained.
I don't. And then I don't know,
That's hilarious.
or I don't know.
I'm happy Joel was brained.
Abby was brained with a golf club. It was awesome. It's the best part of the freaking game. So yeah, don't know where this was going, but it's
you think of
very
that?
strange, and I don't know what they're. Maybe that got something wrong. Maybe some of the leaks were not correct. I don't know. This is just what
One can only hope.
It was just very strange to me, and maybe it was supposed to be. Oh, here's the dangers of revenge, right? So maybe you kill Ellie at the end as Abby, and then this other girl sees it, and then she's coming at she's gonna be coming after you, kind of a thing. It's like, oh, I've seen the error of my ways. I shouldn't have been.
That's deep. That's deep.
This is that's the only way I can think of it. I don't know. It just seemed like a very poor thing to do, and it's not even. Again, it's not really about. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a very strange way to go with this game. It's like, remember these
I agree.
characters? You're
Nah.
gonna kill them. It's
Nah.
fine. You're gonna play.
You get to kill them.
They're gonna die, and you're gonna play as a character trying to hunt them down, and you're gonna learn something, and you're gonna like it because we're a AAA game company, and
We
looks
know what we're
great,
doing.
and we can't keep our employees. Supposedly, 70% of their employees are have left, basically,
Good.
from like Uncharted time. I mean, are you gonna go out and buy it?
No.
That's the thing. Like, even if you're like, even if you're not sure about all this stuff, I'd be like, I just don't know. It's just people. It's a similar thing to the whole Star Wars thing, where it's just like
They just
putting
can't
in a
leave it
weird
alone.
agenda first.
There's plenty of video games where there's women lead, female-led video
Yeah.
games,
I
and
mean-
there's strong female characters. Anything else to say?
My throat's getting sore. I'm done.
Leave my things.
I don't know.
Leave the things I love alone, please.
Just leave well enough. Just leave well enough alone. You ruin everything. I don't know. I just want a solid sequel that builds off of the last game. And it feels like this just kind of tears it all down.
Is that
and trying
too
to-
much to ask for?
I don't know. It's weird.
Can I just not have a normal sequel
And
that
maybe-
builds on characters and takes them a new direction?
Yeah, maybe we're
No,
insensitive.
we killed him.
No, maybe we're insensitive for. I don't even know. I don't even see it as a political thing.
I don't either.
As far as like,
do what you want to do, just please.
as far as like identity or whatever, I don't really have an issue with that. It's like, do what you want there.
Yeah.
But it's just a
Just
weird
chill,
story.
Chill.
I don't know.
Chill.
I don't know how to put it. That's what it is. You can take it or leave it, run away with it, whatever.
Just chill. That concludes our news episode.
That was like a full episode. That's it.
That's it. See
However
you
long
in our
it takes
next video.
Yep.
The
Go
Clone
check out
Wars commentary.
the Clone Wars movie commentary from 2008.
28.
It's not 28.
28.
From 2008.
From year 28. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.